Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, what's up? If you're here again, thank you for coming back. I love that you want to hear me talk about different things. I'm here to help. I'm here to just, kind of empty out the tank on what I've been thinking and feeling and learning and a lot of things, that I pick up on, being that I live in a major city. I'm in my late 20s. I meet a lot of people every year on a weekly basis. I'm collecting a lot of data in the field. I'm out there. I'm listening to people's stories. I'm listening to firsthand, secondhand accounts of things. I'm putting two and two together. I'm learning this from someone else's actions. I'm learning something from my own actions. So that's been a major key in my late 20 development. Yes, I'm in my late 20s. Crazy to say because time really does fly. But these are just some dating and non negotiables that I'm gonna throw out there. If it sticks, it sticks. If it doesn't, then that's fine. It doesn't have to be your non negotiable. But one thing that I feel like is big nowadays is I don't know if this is just in my city, but across the board, a lot of things are changing with dating culture and dates in general. Now, I think that it's proper for somebody, if they would like to date you or take you seriously, is to go somewhere where there's dinner, there's lunch, maybe they're dropping, a little bit of money. Nothing crazy, just dinner. Doesn't have to be anything super fancy, but you're also not going to McDonald's, okay? It's a first date. It should kind of be a put down of something, in a sense, from the man, if he's the one talking to you, right? What do I think about coffee, tea dates? I thought they were okay up until recently. I think that they're a bit. Again, you're dating to kind of see if a relationship could work between two people, um, but that doesn't mean that you want to be really cheap with your company. Like, you want to set the stage by having a nice dinner, a nice lunch, something planned, not just, oh, we can go to this coffee shop and I can spend the most minimum amount on you and see if you'll come back with me to my apartment after. Like that's not the vibe you're going for. Yes, you can get to know someone in a coffee shop. Yes, you can talk and really get to know somebody, but it's not really the ambiance for staying long term. Coffee shops are for work, quiet. I'm drinking my latte, and once it's done, I need to get up from my chair. Plus, the table is sticky, and there's like wrappings of straw wrappings everywhere, okay? Like, that's just not ideal for a first date. If you want to grab a coffee and go for a walk, okay, not for a first date. That's fine to do later on in your dating life or with that person or, however it is that you meet them. If you spend time getting to know them first. I just feel like it's better to approach things a little bit more formally than informally. Why? I think there's a reason psychologically with men that they're going to value you in a different way if they kind of have to put in work to get you, and like a coffee that's $7 is just not enough work. If you're just trying to be friends, fine, go get that, whatever. But some people might disagree with me, but I think you will start to see different things happen in your life and different people come into it or stay out of it by the type of date you set up and how you go about meeting that person. So that's just a general point to start off. Another thing is you as a lady, I feel like if you're comfortable meeting someone there, that's cool. But I definitely think there should be no picking up of a man. There should be no drop off, pick up, like soccer practice. There should be none of that. I don't care what they said. They could have sold it to raise funds for a school in Zimbabwe. Like, wonderful, but that's also not going to work if you want to date anybody seriously in the more like the outer boroughs of New York. Okay, like it's just not going to cut it. If you guys were to break up, if something wasn't to go good, if something was to go awry, you would feel much worse off because you've invested kind of a lot of energy and also physical labor and risk. I mean, in terms of driving, especially if this person's at a far distance from you, let's just say, the minimum they should be, contributing to the payments, the gas to get there, or whatever. But again, if you think that you can handle a breakup after you do all that, then okay, that's really on you. It just depends on the type of person you are. But you got to truly ask yourself who you really are and what you really would and would not tolerate. Not following through on a plan. Let's just give it one time. One slip up, one cancellation is cool, fine. If it happens again, there's just no reason to be entertaining this person. They're just not serious. They're not prioritizing your time. You're just on the back burner, and fine, cool. But you shouldn't be engaging in that. It's just a waste of time because you'll feed into it. They feed into you when they feel like it, and now they're giving you all these compliments and all this and that, and they're making plans with you, and then it just falls through. It just never happens. Those people have to go immediately out the door, right? But we are not going to tolerate that. We're not going to deal with that, okay? There's a lot of people in this world, and I think we need to give grace to everybody, but we also have to think, there's other people out there that would be willing to stick to a plan and, outline something, stick to it, plan, have it written down in the calendar, and then it's done. I also think that the older you get, the more you appreciate planning, scheduling, carving out time, working things around work, organizing your playtime, so to speak, your time outside of work. And I think that once you have to have more responsibilities, like as you get older, when you say you're going to do something for work, you have to do it. When you volunteer to do something for a friend, you kind of have to do it because that's just integrity. That's becoming a faithful friend, a loyal friend, someone that has good character, someone that says what they mean and means what they say. How could you be with someone that's like, oh, I could just fall asleep in your arms, or you're perfect, I love you, like, or whatever. Okay, that was dramatic. But like someone that could be like super on you, and then all of a sudden the next day you don't hear from them, and then 2 weeks later you still don't hear from them. How you respond to things that come your way, that is really what it is, because that is where your real mentality comes out. I also think there shouldn't really be any any heavy discussion of what you want, like, oh, I want a relationship, I demand a relationship, this is that. I think we should just cool on that. Like, intentions are fine, but like, again, a proper first date is a setup for you to get to know someone. I don't think anyone should be talking about anybody's ex, past history, nothing of the sort. That question is always, if a man asks you that, he's got to go. Because then he's trying to see, do I really value her and put in more effort, or do I kind of just, give her less than what she probably deserves? So on and so forth. Another thing that I think is pivotal, very essential to the dating world, is religion, faith. What are you doing every day? Where do you go on the weekends? Do you go to church? Are you even the same religion as me? Do you have a faith? Those things make or break a lot of decisions in your future household and in your interpersonal relationships. It affects how you approach problems. It affects whether you run or whether you stay through a tough period. It affects a lot of how you are going to plan your life, or the model, the vision that you have for yourself in the future. If that's not the same, even if you really like them, it's no good. It's no good. It's not going to be fruitful. There's no way that's going to be what God wants for you. As good as it looks, as nice as it is, as amazing as someone could make you feel by bringing you this or that gifts, making your life easier. Who doesn't love someone that makes their life easier? Although that's hard to find these days. That's why, you might want to latch onto that. But if it's not in the same faith as you, and it's just not going to work. I can tell you right now, it's not what God has for you. And you'll see that in time, where the gifts and the wooing and the charisma isn't even going to matter anymore when it comes down to the real life and who you can rely on and who can help you stand and who can help you grow and support you during difficult things that life throws your way. You need someone that's rock solid in their faith. Again, I'm a Christian, so this is where I can have my point of view on this, but this goes for anyone's faith. Have it match your faith, because that's not going to work. Politically, interpersonally, when you have kids, right? So I think kind of having the discernment and the wisdom to just see, like, okay, this kind of isn't really feeling like it's gonna go towards a consistent track. And a way that you can tell that is one, not showing up when they say they would, and kind of going a little bit too nuts in the text. And I don't know. I don't need to elaborate on that. Just that. Just don't even bother. I encourage everyone to use it. Sometimes the fun just isn't worth it. And I know that it's fun and it's exciting and it's new, but it's just sometimes not worth it. The older you get, the more you feel like it's a burden to start things that really can't go all the way or finish to the finish line because. Oh, I'm getting a phone call. Hey guys, just popping in to give a formal outro because I didn't finish my video. Those are just some of my non-negotiables lately. You can do what you want with them or, take them or leave them. But I think that you will benefit from taking them. And you're just gonna feel much better in life and in how you're living out your dating life if you follow those ideas like of do's and don'ts. So I hope that helped somebody. Like this video if you like it, subscribe to me, comment below any ideas of topics you want me to cover, and I will gladly do so. Bye.